need to learn how to better start a stream when I randomly do it on a Sunday night when I'm not supposed to. Oh, my daughter's head is small. It's like that big. Shit. Let me try and get this thing on here. I had it adjusted right. I had her listening to some bomb-ass music. What is what you do? Which is what you do. Man, these things are so nice and comfy, but when I readjust them, I should set this all up before I start streaming. I think that's better. What's going on, everybody? Ooh, we're gonna get everything started underway here. There we go. Things are happening. Things are good. Things are cool, right? That's how we do it. That's how we do it. That's right. Just making sure everything's coming in good here. Making sure my coffee is flowing and piping nice and hot. Looks like my crotch is on fire, right? But that's kind of how we do it. I think that might actually work better. I don't know. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. We'll leave it alone. We'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. For the time being. There we go. There's those alerts. Oh, man. Okay. Hey, so, how's everybody doing? How has your days been? How has my day been? It's been fucking peachy keen. I'm older now. Not much wiser. But I'm still keeping on keeping on. It's going to be an impromptu Sunday stream. Again, not on schedule. I don't need a schedule. I have a schedule, but I don't follow it. But we're going to get into this. The last time that I was on, there was a lot of cool things that happened. Got a lot done. And you know what? I feel good. I feel good tonight. The things are going to get done the way they should be getting done. We're going to do some real good detective work. Oh, my intros are always all nice and long, because I got so much other shit going on in the background. Can't wait until I move over to an OBS setup, because this is going to be a whole new world of crap that I'm going to be dealing with. But I'll get used to it. I'll still stream on the PS5 through the OBS. It's just a thing. See, I hope everybody's well. Anybody watching live or anybody watching on the replay, I hope you're taking care of your health, physical and mental. Hope you're taking care of your family. You're not skirting responsibilities to go down into your basement and play video games like my ass is currently doing. Actually, all my responsibilities are met before I can come down here. It's part of my agreement with my captors. So we're going to get back into it. When we last left, there was a lot more things that I wanted to do. I just got some monies. That's really good. Alright. So we're going to get back in. We're going to see what Harry's up to. And we're going to just kind of wing it. You know, kind of wing it this time around. I definitely need to get my gun. It's something I've been wanting for a minute. But it's the dawn of a new day. Day 5, 8 o'clock in the morning. 8:03 in the morning, a.m. Day 5, which is what? Arbor Fried Bark Day? I don't know. Oh. So let's see where we're at. Now, the last I checked, we're done with this photo, right?
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso.
That's the whole reason we're here.
From the right shoulder,
this dude that got hung,
the solar plexus.
They got
each time the lines
bucked
intersect,
up.
A small white star
this guy
is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. It almost looks like the electronic patterns inside a radio computer.
I wonder if I can do any more now.
Memory. Gone.
Who are you? Gone?
Gone. 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 Gone.
Okay, cool.
For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance.
Alright.
Someone close to the victim might know.
Okay, we'll just put the photo away. Okay, we don't really need to do anything more than that. Book of
The
the
face of King Fleecell smiles at you. For some reason, the smile now strikes you as more forced than it did before.
Okay. There's options that either didn't click or they're new. Let's go through it.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal a la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going a la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers.
Hey, I never want to drive away any potential subscribers.
Perhaps they've overestimated the market demand for this kind of commentary.
Maybe.
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs,
Let's play it cool.
please consider subscribing today.
Let's play it cool.
Yours
Pretend
in
everything's in
struggle,
order.
the editors. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
I want to catch up on international developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine.
Okay.
You also skip
I don't know
over
what that
an
is.
article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border. Something about bear wrestling in Samara. Book riots in Yugograd. Whoa. Bear wrestling. Flip back to that.
Alright, let's see what this bear wrestling is all about.
It seems to be part of a new public fitness initiative in the People's Republic of Samara, SRV.
Okay.
Devised and promoted by none other than President Kanajinsky himself. According to this extremely credulous account, Uncle Sport, as he's affectionately known to his people,
I would
has
never
recently
affectionately call
decreed
somebody that.
bear wrestling the national sport of the SRV.
Hang on, tell me more about this Uncle Sport.
Based on the description in this article, he appears to be an extremely competent and democratically elected president.
Great. Now let's get to the bear wrestling.
It's quite straightforward. A standard match features one man, or in some cases, woman, against one bear. 2 competitors, 1 ring, 5 rounds, or until incapacitation.
Loose terms of incapacitation.
According to the SRV's Ministry of Information, the program has been a tremendous success. Public support stands at 87%, and youth obesity and alcoholism rates are down 12% and 7% respectively.
I guess it's hard to fight a bear if you're out of shape.
That's very much the idea. President Kaczynski has long maintained that a strong body is the best defense against capitalist aggression.
That's true.
In shape, out of shape, you've always preferred to rely on your wits.
No, I haven't. I punch things hard. Kim, do you think there's any chance our case will take us to the SRV?
The Samaran People's Republic? No, I should expect not. Why do you ask?
Although it'd be funny to say, no reason. I'm going to say, I was thinking it might be fun to partake in a bear fight.
I suppose that would be something to see.
The lieutenant seems amused at the thought of you wrestling a bear.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
What is Kunstkultur?
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture.
Makes sense.
As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective.
Just a moment. What is this tip-top tourney?
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing.
Alright, well, let's read the profile of CS.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
Alright. Let's see what these communists have to say about Tip-Top.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip-Top Tourney.
Wait, what's wrong with Tip-Top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships. And then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
What's wrong with a good motor crash? They just keep it interesting.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it.
Problematic?
Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest.
Huh.
At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real racers that you're really watching for.
Wow, you're right. I really am just in it for the violence.
You see, one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip-Top Tourney is simply the apotheosis of spectacular entertainment under capitalism.
Kim, this article says no one really watches Tip-Top Tourney for the races.
Oh, come on. Can this article read your mind?
It seems to think so.
A certain kind of young man reads one or two books and suddenly thinks he understands the secret structures of reality. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
Ah. Kim ain't for this shit.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Let's see what they mean by local concerns.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent. Ah, this must be Gaston's handiwork.
Let's see. We have a chance to be rude here. Charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous.
The writer G. Martin remarks dryly that capitalists love wealth redistribution so long as it's only redistributed upward.
A lot of truth in this.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfold.
Okay. Just basically confirms, that I'm like, yeah, man. Oh,
There it is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon.
this might kill me.
Smells like the end of some distant summer. The surface of another planet or some ancient temple.
Take a deep, deep breath.
Bitter, citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger like a glow.
Memories.
Every breath you take until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes. Made of toffee, cream, and distance. You just had to take a dive.
Yes.
Your heart working overtime, trying to keep up with the panicked synapses firing all over your brain, moving liters of blood through you, panicking. Feels very, very familiar. Harry, please, you were supposed to discard it.
End of summer.
The sun sets into the sea,
Sweet.
but the water does not boil. Instead, it turns to liquid gold. For a moment, the world's store of precious metals seems to increase dramatically, and you are rich.
I'm rich? Shit. I gotta do something about this.
There is a movement next to you, the shuffle of a small coat, warm like the evening. But when you turn toward it, there's nothing there.
Where did it go?
Why are you talking to a gum wrapper?
Man, I don't know. Why am I talking to you?
Yes, from the height of antiquity, a long, long time ago, millennia ago, on an island of time you can never return to.
Let's put the wrapper away. See, we're getting a refresher. It's one of the reasons why I like this inventory system. You can get a small refresher every time you go in. It looks like there's new options when you do. There might be new options when you take drugs. I have no idea. But we'll find some things out. Yes, I am eating on stream. Okay. So, let's see. That's right, the Book of Cockatoos. We already did
A
this, though, right?
cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest.
Hold on.
This book talks about the delicate nature.
Yeah, we already did this. I am a cockatoo. Dried Maybells?
6 crumbling petals rest on your palm.
Never mind. Book of Medicinal Purposes of the Pale.
Medicinal purposes of the pale.
Ah, okay, I know what that one is.
You hold in your hand the
Put the book away, yep. I think we're pretty much okay.
Features the patchwork grid of the streets of
I still want to try. See what's up with this.
directions to appropriately touristy locations.
Alright.
48 resides on the upper right corner.
Okay, trace a path through the grid.
Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North.
Okay.
Finally, coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Okay. Alright, so let's see here. Yeah. 16
You
days
stare
coldest
at the-
April. Yeah, we already did that one.
The porter reel is
We
just...
already did that one. And when was this one? Handwritten note from the fridge.
The note is written with a blue pen.
Alright, so we're good. Here we go. I know what we're going to be doing now. We got to figure out what's going on with this gun situation. Because I just talked to Everett. And he told me where my gun's at. And I want to find my fucking gun. So where's our map at? Oh, we also got a new one. Hold on. Apricot chewing gum scented one. Okay, so I get a negative to reaction speed while I'm researching this because I'm living in the past. You have found a trace of entity who's been stalking you across the plains. The Gloom Stalker. The conglomeration. The shadowy organization. Oh, the conglomeration. Oh my god. The shadowy organization behind your downfall, possibly connected to the dreaded X something. Granted, it is impossible to determine its true identity, but you can remember where you first smelled its treachery. Yes, use the Tutti Frutti gum wrapper. Reconstruct the day you first breathed in her untrustworthy atoms. That is interesting. Alright. Confront the pigs and get your gun back. Yeah, someone's been running around with your sidearm pretending to be a police officer. Oh, you must meet her near the old fish market at 2200 and get your service weapon back. Just walk past the fishing village until you see the boardwalk. Alright. Well, look, it's the dawn of a new day, right? So here's what we're going to do. The first things first, whenever there's a new day, we need money. We need money. So how much tear? How much tear we got? And also, you know what? That's the thing. We also need some other things. I'm gonna need some stuff for morale. So, excuse me. I have the bag. I have the tear bag, but no tear. Can I still use the tear machine?
No. You need tear.
Shut up. I got it.
Is this about the...
No.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays.
Ooh, $2.50 for +3 morale?
The Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Why not?
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
There you go. Awesome. Cool. Now I don't gotta worry about making such bad decisions. Alright, look. Is there anything else going on over here before I head to the west side of town? Fuck this guy. I don't think anything's gonna happen with him for some time. Let's talk about the racist guy. Come on.
Looking for something odd?
Nah.
To fuck off.
Okay, yeah. I will tell you to fuck off. Because you don't offer me anything new. Alright, we should probably take care of this church thing. But the thing is, though, there's something going on with it.
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get out. Oh, who are you?
Officer, care to play a game with the
Oh.
lonely old man?
The jolliness is gone from Gaston's face.
Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
Where is Renee?
The prick is gone. I can barely believe it. But he's really gone.
What?
He is trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his wrinkled face.
Wait. Gone? Gone where?
Hell, most likely. He
Oh,
was
no.
an absolute Kent.
Huh. How did he die?
His hungry little heart finally gave out.
Oh.
The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is.
Huh. My stream's going to shit over here.
Wait, did he push himself to prove he can pull his weight and doesn't need handouts?
Yes, he was about to head home, cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the Coquette uniform I saw him in all the time.
That's weird.
Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, cause he's gonna be buried without it.
That's sad. What?
That means the uniform could still be in the guard booth. Something to keep in mind if you really plan to give yourself the real show.
Wow. Do you think our conversation about his job pushed him to go out there?
No, René was the most stubborn man in Revachol. Nothing you or I could say would ever push him to do anything. The man was completely immovable.
Was he really that bad?
I repeat, an absolute Kent. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around.
That's sad.
He was like an old viper. The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. She saw something in him when we were just kids, and she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to.
That is true. Did you love him?
We've hated each other our entire lives. So much, in fact, that...
He falls silent and looks at you, eyes filling up with tears.
Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me were?
Something forgettable, like see you tomorrow, probably.
In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. He lived a Count, and he died a Count. Let's leave it at that.
Do you know what happened to his medals?
I took them for myself. Took them to remember that old Count. Nobody knew him better than I did. And I want to remember that old Count by something.
Here. Something to remember your friends by. I'll give him the photograph of Renee and the girl.
Let me see. This was 60 years ago.
Yep.
We all went to that parade. Young Renee looked so happy, and Jenny.
Eyes blurry with tears. He has to stop.
I'm sorry, officer. I just... Thank you. Thank you for this little memorabilia. It really means the world to me.
Game getting sad by fifth day.
That was nice. A small thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know René had the photo.
Yeah. Old people die. You better get ready too.
Yes.
A strange expression runs across his wrinkled face, then vanishes without a trace.
We all got to go sometime, officer. Everyone I love is already there. Probably waiting for me. I'm not afraid to die. It's been a good run, and I really miss my friends.
We are both very sorry for your loss. Death of a friend is a terrible thing.
It is what it is. Part of life. But to know someone for 79 years, then one day they're just gone.
That does suck.
I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something.
Hey, look, I said I wouldn't do it. But I found you a new bully.
It's too late now, officer. You got back too late. René's gone.
That actually sucks. Then I'll sell it. Sweet, I can actually stay at the inn.
The prick survived all the bullets, swords, and explosion just to die of a heart attack.
Yeah.
Ironic, isn't it?
Hard business
Even his
vegetables.
own bitter little heart couldn't stand him.
Hey, man. We all gotta die of something, right? Not me, though. I'm gonna live forever. I eat ice cream.
Keep it. It's not even a real bull. Besides, it doesn't really matter now. I've never seen anyone else play pétanque in Martinez.
Too bad Renee's gone. I was hoping to ask him about Maybells.
René wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer. And believe me, he didn't like Insulindian lilies.
Of course he didn't. Flowers are for pansies. Stop wasting time with them.
Wait. Insulin lilies?
That's their old name, dating back to the time of kings and crests, and all that other stuff he loved so much.
Why didn't you like them?
There were many reasons, but mostly
Shit.
it was the communals. They called them the bells of revolution.
A sad smile passes his face.
I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the whole Insulinde. The royalists had to surrender to the Mazovian insurgents. It doesn't really matter anymore.
I want to go over more. Yeah, I want to go over a few more things about Renee, if that's okay.
Yes. What about René?
Yeah, I offer my sincere condolences.
Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, Kim.
It is what it is, but I just don't know anymore.
Want to ask about the union
that
again?
officer, I just can't do this right now.
Ah,
The union, it just doesn't matter anymore.
that's true. I know you're in mourning, but can I ask you about the union? Well, that's sad. But the upside is I can sell the ball. Because he doesn't have any use for it anymore. His friend's dead. I'm alive. And I need to park my ass in bed when I'm sleeping. So I think that might be a good choice. Let's sell it. Fuck 'em. I want to go back and try to eat a sandwich too. I know you're mourning, but I also need a bite of your sandwich, please.
Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Oh.
Sure. Let me have a look.
Yeah, I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Yeah, shot put ball. A ball used for playing shot put, a favorite pastime of elderly gentlemen. You feel you should hold on to this and make good use of it. To sell such beautiful old school sports equipment would be a sin. Pawn it. I don't think I need to sell anything else. Well, maybe this gun. Who knows? Can I sell the dock worker shift card? Yeah. It's not worth it though, right? Now let's close it. I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here. Alright, that's fine. I don't have anything else to sell at the moment.
Another time, perhaps.
Alright, I got other business to take care of, man. I'll see you later. Wow. I wonder who else is going to die while I've been gone. Jesus. I hate when people die. Alright. My ice cream's melting and my coffee's getting cold. Eventually they will reach the exact same temperature. That is kind of sad though. If you have old people in your life, don't wait. Go around and give them a big iron ball. Hey, you.
Hello, sir. How is the investigation going? Found
Yeah.
any curses yet?
I found my way into a doomed commercial area.
Oh, that's great. I hope exciting adventures lie ahead. And maybe you can help Mother become less afraid.
Okay, bye. See you around. That's it? Really?
Hello again, sir.
Oh, yeah, okay, fine. Whatever. I thought there'd be a bigger thing. I guess not. Ew, book peddler. Let's talk.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
I had a few more questions about the curse.
Okay, but please, only a few questions.
No,
You
we're
wouldn't
still...
want to disturb the spirits.
Nothing
The
new.
woman before you scans the store.
Farewell for now, book peddler. Let's get back over to the West Coast, because... we also could talk to Joyce. We got a lot of time to kill before we can go to 2200 and go confront the person about my guns. And then there's also this glitched thing right here, man. There she is. Yeah. Hey, you.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
That's right. I do need to extra other point of suggestion, so we're gonna stop. I'm gonna stop there. Thank you, autosave. I've only gone through 3 long-ass conversations without saving, so thank you for that. Hey, what's going on here? Went to the village on the coast, officer. See you there. Joyce says, okay, all the happenings is going to be going on over there. Yeah. That thought bubble keeps popping up, and the only reason it pops up is because it's glitched. I swear, it's going to be the savior. Oh no, the sea breeze carries more salt than meat. Not rotten, not fresh, grilled. Huh. Every time I go to my hotel room, though, it pops up and it gives me that whole thought about, like, man, you should make some money. You should talk to that fine-ass art lady. I know, right? And it just does it every single time. Etched into the wood, barely visible. Remember the... The rest is lost to time. So I guess no one's going to remember the... Well, you know what, though? If you're going to remember anything, remember the... Alright, come on, Harry. Where are we going? That's coffee. takes like a good hour and a half to get things going. Alright. We're here on this side of town. Let's zoom it out. Is there anything of note over here? Okay, so we do gotta go to the fishmonger village. There's a lot of shit over here, but I want to go to the church. I want to go to the church. I want to get the disco stuff started. And I know that they're up to something, and I don't care. I don't care if they're up to something. I want that to get done. What is the rain pushing me back? Come on. Come on, Harry. Ooh! Piece of candy. Ah, they're my boys. Alright, so if we're going to go over there, we may as well, like, talk to these guys a little bit. Oh, yeah, just consider all options. Consider all options, because this is where the shit went down with me. Let's talk to these kids. Y'all are under arrest.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Kids, have you seen any bad people around?
What bad people?
One of the twins looks up, his mouth slightly open.
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is going to crack the case.
You never know, Kim. Kids know stuff.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I'm gonna tell her. Look, about the document you signed, Everett plans to muscle you out with construction noise.
Huh? I like to see him try. If anything, I am gonna muscle him out with construction noise.
You got a point.
She doesn't seem surprised by this sudden twist.
No, she doesn't.
Get out of here, trying to ruin my day. And that youth center better be a good one, or you'll have trouble from me.
Trouble how?
I wield an army of drunks. Do not underestimate the effect of such a force, if it's pointed to the right direction.
Okay. Alright, I'm off. Sounds fun. You know, an army of drunks actually is pretty awesome, but very uncoordinated, so I think we'll be okay. It's kind of like zombies, you know? Seems cool, but they're not going to listen. Come on, Harry, walk. Come on, move! I wish when he's auto-walking, he'd auto-run. It's all good. It's all good. They're back.
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning?
I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
Huh. How many days off do you get, bro?
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
I want to hear about the Fell building again.
Sure. What's on your mind?
Nah.
But of course. Whatever.
I'm leaving.
You see, A once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Huh. Hey, look, tomorrow ain't promised to anybody. Look at old dude. Renee. Tomorrow's just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
Kim, why you gotta be so emo? Come on, man. You know, we're just kind of hanging out, trying to have fun. You know, trying to solve a case here, trying to solve a mystery of murder. All right. Now that I've sufficiently filled my belly full of two different horrible liquids. Yeah, oh wait, hold on. So, hold on a second. I wonder, if I put more into Motorix, would I actually be able to get into this sewer right here? Oh, hold on. Relax, it's not yours. You didn't crash every MC in Revachol. Hopefully.
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
Yell, ho! Into the slit.
There's no echo and no answer.
What's in there?
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer.
Kim, any idea what's down there?
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here.
Think we might find Ruby down there?
We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol's sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building.
Okay, but not in there?
I hope not.
Let's finish this thought. I actually would like to pretend that Harry just randomly says that out loud. Let's finish this thought. Piece of candy. Piece of candy. Piece of candy. What was this one again?
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable.
No, we have nothing right now. Wait, we have nothing. So let's do it.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is calling.
Calling. Calling.
Still calling.
Still calling.
Someone with a masculine voice picks up.
Let's go.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Gerard? What a douche name. Change it. Change your name.
What are you, like 5?
A woman's voice shouts something in the background when Gerard speaks again and his voice is hushed.
Thanks for calling, asshole.
Phone hanging up. Disconnect tone.
Let's put another 10 cents in.
Calling. 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 Still calling. Still.
Stop calling me, man. I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work.
Ooh. Yes. But slight change of plans. I want this delivered to the Whirling in Rags in Martinez.
Tethys. Hey! You're not Tethys. Screw you, and don't ever call here again. You're fucking with some serious people.
Disconnect tone.
Let's see if the lieutenant's ready to move. Okay, that means we do one more.
Calling.
I'm tired.
A man answers fast this time. His voice is hoarse from cigarettes. You hear typing in the background.
Sounds like he hasn't talked to anyone in quite a while.
I'm tired too.
If I could go just 1 month without writing, no, 2 months, I could regenerate my brain. Fucking liberalism.
The man disappears with a sigh. You do not hear the customary disconnect tone, just silence in the handset. The machine is still waiting for you to dial a number.
Whoa.
Lucky you. The call went too fast for the payphone to register.
Okay.
You can still make a new one without paying.
Here we go. Interfacing.
You close your eyes and put your index finger on the rotary dial. Then pull down on the number. Then move one up. And repeat the motion.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Strange. This is not how you started before.
Keep dialing.
414447. The rotary dial feels cold from the sea air.
Keep dialing.
1117361. Your fingers keep moving like a spider. Every time the ring rotates back with a little ring of metal. Like a bell tolling.
There's more?
Yes. 451-67451. You are going deeper now, into some unknown place, far away from this island of matter and its telecommunication network.
Finish it.
451. You have dialed God knows how many numbers. The headset has been waiting silently to relay a signal. Surely nothing can come of this, you think. But it does. A connection. An ultra-long distance call. Your air fills with a crackle, the wash of a strange ocean full of white noise. A little bird starts ringing in there, not like the local calling tone before. No, a small ring in a cage of distortion, far away. A distant network of phones.
Wait a minute. What the hell's happening over here? Hi.
Calling in the night. Pitiful and terrifying. You feel your pulse rise with each ring. Calling still. Ringing by the bedside of a dark but capacious apartment with long windows. You know this to be true. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy.
Long windows. How do I know that?
You just do. And you know it is going to hurt.
Kim.
The lieutenant is too far away to hear your yelp. The sea wind blows.
Let it call some more.
Calling still. Then the ocean breaks. Out of the depths, a woman's voice emerges.
Uh-oh.
Small. The dearest thing you've ever heard.
Hello?
She sounds sleepy. Hello, I want to die. Who is this? I am the last faithful Kingsman. I will free the city of Revachol. I will turn back the sea. I will reverse time. I don't know if I want to be funny. I kind of want to know who this is. Hello. She hums, her voice warm from sleep.
Who is this?
Your voice is so beautiful.
No. It's you, isn't it?
Oh.
It's you.
I want to die. Who is this?
Dora, who is this? The connection
distorted distance, you hear someone turning next to her. Bed springs rattle. Don't react. Whatever you do, don't react to that last thing.
Don't react.
It doesn't matter if you react or not. You still think you hear a man's voice in the background. It's covered in pain and white noise.
I am the last faithful kingsman. I will free the city of Revachol. I will turn back the sea. I will reverse time.
You're not a kingsman, Harry. You're drunk.
That damaged my morale, I know it. Harry? Who's Harry? Are you also sleeping with... You know what? I want to know more. I'm not drunk, I'm high. I'm not drunk or high. I'm just hurt. Why does it hurt to talk to you?
Oh, God.
There's silence. It's heavy and tin. The white noise howls. Say nothing.
Do you know what time it is? It's so late here.
It sounds like she's looking for a clock on the nightstand.
It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours.
Do you want to party? Where are you going in 2 hours? I want to talk about me. Who am I? You sound like you know me.
What do you want to talk about that we haven't talked about already?
This is bad. You feel your right hand on the handset cramping up with pain.
Huh. Where are you? You sound like you're in another world.
I'm in my rover, sleeping.
Where are you going in 2 hours?
To work.
Where?
The academy, where I work.
The academy? That sounds better than my job. I'm happy.
No response, only a sigh. The connection crackles like burning paper.
Do you want to party?
No. I want to go to sleep.
My heart hurts. I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Oh no. Please stop. Please, let's just hang up.
Is someone there with you?
Yes.
I'm the law. I'm a detective. I'm doing a case. There's a hanged man.
She does not answer anymore.
None of it matters. Not anymore.
Harry.
Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money.
That was really pathetic and sad. But enlightening.
Run. To the church. Home. Anywhere but here. Anything but calling her again.
Let's put 10 cents in and dial the number again.
You dial the number again. 26 pulls of the rotary dial. The machine eats the coin.
This might kill me.
A terrifying ocean of distance rustles in your ear. In the middle of it, a familiar ring. Small, distorted, calling, calling.
Let it go!
Calling, 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 calling. It looks like she doesn't want to pick it up, Harry. Stop scaring her.
Just let it ring! Wait, why?
Come on, you know why.
Still let it ring.
Calling.
Harry, please.
Underneath it, she is naked and warm under a blanket.
I need to know who you are. Who are you?
Please. I'm going to hang up now, okay?
Phone hanging up. Disconnect tone.
This is bad. I'm gonna have to come back to this because that hurts me. That hurts me. Sucks when things are over. 100% over with someone. And you know you can't go back. I understand the feeling, bro. That's sad. That's really sad. Let's just... Fuck it. More party. More party, more drugs. Let's just fucking not do that ever again. I mean, we're all kind of in agreement here. He's got some ex. He's like fucking done. Stop messing with the coin viewer and hold on to something. The wind is so strong.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper.
Nah. I do like how that voice says kebab. Almost makes you hungry for a kebab. Alright, look, it's 10 in the morning on day 5. It is snowing its ass off. We need to find out where this church is. Alright, walk me there, Harry. Come on. Walk me there. Show me the way. Oh, damn. Alright, so here's the thing. It's obvious that Harry had an ex-wife. She left him because he's a drunk, he's high, whatever. I think, honestly, if I wasn't so starved for some sort of answer to the main plot, I probably would have just been like, hey, you want to party? I don't care anymore about you, because that would have been hilarious. But this is where I kind of lean in more towards, how I would actually play this if this was me. And if it was actually me, yeah, I'd probably be wanting to get some answers and solve the riddles, solve the mystery. But I'm also, playing for entertainment purposes, and I do want to just say, fuck it! Say the funny thing. But that's one of the times where I'm like, I kind of want more story. I want to know what's going on here. Oh. The building before you housed the engine. Must have been a big one.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Could this structure have been used to take the shot?
From here to the whirling? I can't see how. The church is in the way.
I need way more interfacing to get into there. Which, hey, look, I am a physical build. But, take all. Take all. Oh yeah, I love my pieces of candy. Piece of candy.
All the traps are stopped.
Yep. I need to talk to him, but he's no longer around. Give me that sweet, sweet tear. So many bottles around, Jesus. I'm literally cleaning up the streets of Revachol. Well, oceans, beaches.
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower. The wind picks up. Fine sea foam lashes your face. It feels like needles. You can take it. Just raise your collar, detective.
That's right.
In the distance, you can hear the breakers roar.
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freitor. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there, in the whirling in rags.
Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower and took a shot there?
It's not possible to climb that ladder. And even if it were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from.
The lieutenant looks up, raised his collar.
He looks like he's cold out here at the tip of the coast. The jacket is warm, but not for this weather.
Kim, you look cold. Maybe a thicker coat?
I'm okay. You, on the other hand, Freitor, you look like you're about to turn into a popsicle.
It's my style. Superstar cops don't wear parkas. They rock out.
Absolute idiocy.
He nods in acknowledgement of the idiocy on display. Maybe the campfire was used by the perpetrator.
To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps. But anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fire this time of year.
He looks around.
Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out Biddable Prime, was it?
What about the cigarette butts?
Those? A smoking assailant who favors Tumutiri to Astra or Joanne? Cigarette butts are everywhere. This is a common brand for all men.
Look over the water to the whirling in rags.
There, 1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay, through a thick snowstorm melting flake by flake in the waves, you see the smallest rectangle, barely visible. A glowing light on the third floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the glass, her limbs long and slender, smoking, drinking, being happy and elated, without you. Because you're here, freezing in the wind, aren't you? Doing your detective work.
Okay. Alright, nothing further out here then. Okay, so that's the comms tower. Now we do need to get toward the church. Yep, there it is. Should we go to church first? Or should we talk to the dudes? Let's go in. Let's see what's going on. I wonder what that creepy guy is in here. Thank you, autosave.
There she still stands, in white, silver, and apricot.
There she stands.
Mother of humankind. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad. A dark and radiant majesty. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel.
Let's kneel.
Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. There you kneel among the snowdrifts, diffuse light falling on your hands from beyond the glass.
Let's close our eyes.
The world is silent, but for the creaks and cracks of the massive wooden structure behind you. It covers you from the wind outside. The ocean feels distant, its ebb and flow blocked off by the centuries-old pinewood sarcophagus around you. Cold air seeps in through the crack in the glass, cooling the sweat on your forehead, makes you shudder.
Open your eyes.
The woman looks down at you kneeling. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips, and a glint in her green-blue eye of what? Compassion? Remorse?
It is not possible to live.
As that great and desperate thought passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder.
Do the same as you get up.
Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass.
Who is this, Kim?
It's Dolores Day. The old woman was right. This is the DeLorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the Small Pine Wood Church in some records.
You knew of this place?
It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Ravachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
What else did you know?
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find the instigator here. Something else, perhaps?
We need some more visual calculus. Let's put on some clothes. Nice. Clothes. Visual calculus. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Yep, plus to visual calculus. Should have had those on anyway. Shit. Oh. Let's see. Visual calculus.
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious encompass. The shards glimmer in the dark. You see little pearls of light on the edges of the crack that splits the female figure. Something was written there. Remains of broken letters line the emulsion. What it said, you do not know.
Encyclopedia. I have 0. Try it.
Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is Her Innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived.
She's Jesus, essentially.
No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men.
Wait, what exactly is an innocence?
The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit.
A ruler?
More, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built to accommodate an authentic rule should it coincide with our time. An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. An innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office.
Is one in office now?
No, we are alone.
Okay. When did she rule?
300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Muindi. She is, among other things, the innocence of inter-isolary travel and the connected world.
What else do I know about her?
Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene La Navigateur, Queen of Suresnes, modern-day Sir Laclais. Also, that she was gorgeous beyond beauty.
Okay, what else? Was she smart?
Terribly. Women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state. A scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous.
How come?
It was on her advice that Irene Le Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history. The DeLorean era.
Wow.
Wow indeed. When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest.
That happened to me before, back when I used to smoke crack.
Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress.
I want more.
As did we all. The lands of the Mess and the Occident, and even far away Supreme Windy, altogether 21 of the 40 mundial nations of the time, immediately accepted Innocenic rule, even before her crowning.
Her crowning?
In a city called Advesperaskit, in Vesper Messina, her homeland. The name of the city means evening comes, but it happened on a winter's morning, with the canals frozen and slush falling out of the sky. She was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied-out plaza with the crowd far away. Already, her Theriers, the secret servicemen of the Innocents, were worried about an assassination attempt.
She must have been beautiful.
Oh yes, she looked like humanity's young mother, a perfect mother, insultingly beautiful. It was as if her face and shoulders and hands were covered in a soft down of underfeathers. You know this well, very well. Midwinter snow was beating the cobblestones around her. A small attaché of officials stood by as her Theriers placed a white gold wreath on her head. The crowning was mostly witnessed by secret servicemen.
Then what?
One of the men in this secret service killed her 22 years later.
What a bitch.
A young man who had come to suspect that Dolores Day was not entirely human, but something else.
What?
Something that had walked in our midst, watching us stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until it decided to interfere in the course of our history. We were supposed to come up with this ourselves. The man was reported to have screamed at the Innocents. Dolores Day was shot in the chest with a fowling piece 8 times.
Yikes.
The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched her and her body had been unnaturally warm, like a furnace, and that sometimes, while on duty, he observed her forgetting to breathe for over 10 minutes. This inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as well, glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed to mass hysteria and religious psychology.
Okay. Well, was there something terrifying about her?
Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But although she's often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day, constantly surrounded by her Theriers. She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the Innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal, for the campaigns she waged against the Mesk state. And then there were the resettlement programs.
What happened?
The Mesk state tried to detach itself from Innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerated into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Marguerite were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity. She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes the color of the Pacentic, mare interregnum. Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her.
Okay.
Lieutenant Yefrater, you've stood there for over 5 minutes.
The lieutenant's calm voice echoes in the cold air of the church.
What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
War criminal! She's somehow connected to the case.
She's been dead for 300 years. I am almost 1,000% certain she isn't connected to the case.
He takes his glasses off to clean them.
None of this is, in fact. This church, the coast, this isn't a good place to get lost in.
Fine.
Hey, her Innocence Dolores Day liked little figurines, right? Liked holding little men between her fingers, remember?
What?
You have the Headless Fallen Rider figurine. You should give it to her. Win her back.
What? Win who back? I can't win her back. She's a long dead historical figure. Yeah, I should. Yes, this is a task of mine now.
So very, very, very nifty. Nifty and mysterious. This is surely what the figurines are for.
Yes.
The mother of humanism stands above you. A precious and complex.
Looks like I can't give this figurine to her.
Why?
Because she's a stained glass window.
That does seem to be a problem. Maybe you meant something else?
Like what? Is the task still on?
I don't know. What are we thinking of? Part of your mind has gone on to other things already.
It's true.
The mother of humanism towers above you. A wax painting on the...
I am going to have to reconstruct that glass. Alright, look.
Yes, what is it?
Have you seen any suspicious... I can't read. Oh my god, I can't read anymore. I was terrible in school. Have you seen a suspicious woman named Ruby?
What? No. No one's suspicious around here.
Alright. I'll let you work in peace. Where's the crabman? Could these wires work as contact microphones? Well. Sum up with this. I would like more visual calculus to do that. You know, get that check. Get it all nice and good. Well, let's keep it going, Kim. We gotta find these ravers. Yellow moss on these stones. They're probably stolen from someone's garden. You know what? If I just got another skill point, I may just do this. Screw it. Other than visual calculus? Why not? We have as much visual calculus as we're going to get. Let's see if we can figure this out. What's this over here? Oh, there's some more candy over here. Let's get the candy. I love candy. Alright, let's go. Come on, Jim. Let's get back into church now. Let's go on back. Let's go on back to the church and let's talk to this thing. Let's get some visual calculus, and I'm going to do a quick save because I might want a mulligan on this one. One and only tonight.
The mother of humanism stands above you. Nothing. Just the edge of the crack sparkles in the dark.
You know what? This will be my one mulligan tonight. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know.
The mother of humanism stands above. A jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you. A ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the younger one. And a text. A light motif below them both.
What shattered this mosaic?
Unknown. A motor carriage. A gunshot. Someone falling into it. Or maybe just hooligans looking for something to break.
Who is this older woman?
The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden Reichsapfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her innocence day advised. Above, she herself is whole. Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, 30 years, stand in a row guarding her. It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail.
The motto? What does it say?
Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. Après la mort, la vie de nouveau.
Sounds Chinese.
And then, along the left side, Après le monde, la gré. Après le gré, le monde de nouveau.
Lieutenant, this used to say after life, death. After.
Death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however.
Why?
It was deemed subservient to use a strongly moral intern-related motto. We already suspected of bootlicking. The sentence was also seen as too feminine. It was a macho thing.
What is the RCM motto now?
Justice, union, prudence, and force.
Oh, God. That's going to give me some serious negative points with Kim. And I don't want to say that. Harry might. But not this version of Harry. No. No. I like the other one better.
So do I.
Step back.
The mother of humanism towers above you. Why? The mother of humanism.
Okay. Well, alright then. Well, let's fuck this whole historic thing up and just fucking ruin it by talking to the let the ravers in. Hardcore.
Hello again.
Have you seen a red-headed woman around?
No.
Okay.
Just no?
Just no?
It's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast.
Long shadows, short shadows, quiet shadows of local children, loud shadows, drunks, and also a shadow made of sticks. You breathe on your hands for warmth. Teenagers skulking around, Gang members looking for a hole in the Union's defenses? Maybe Ruby too, but she wouldn't be able to tell from here.
That's good. No neighbors to complain about the noise when you get your club going.
Exactly. It's our chance to turn the grim desolation into an overwhelmingly fun dance party.
Can't open that. Actually, that's it for now. Look, there's just some things I'm not going to be able to do. And I have to accept that.
The large-headed youth has closed his eyes, lost in the music. Sensing you, he opens them.
Good morning! Yeah! Pump it up! Pump it up!
I found this reel of tape. Maybe you can use it to hard up X Jam.
Yeah! Remix time! Tape goes here, into deck B.
A hand on his ear, he listens to the audio through his headphones and shouts.
Wow! Did you get this from Arno himself?
No, actually, I found it tangled up in a hawthorn tree.
Listen, I'm just going to show it to you. Ready?
Ready. Oh, shit. Like some Door Division shit.
Here's that. The signs matched perfectly. Now, if only we had the beat for the full assault, it would be unbelievably hyper.
Intriguing. The way I see it, Van Eyck based his remix on some famous original piece, like a folk song, something local. Seems he found an initial part with the main melody.
Yeah.
I think it's just happenstance. Chaos in action. Contingencies of our limited existence. That and Egghead's fantastic talent.
Noid's right. Egghead's technical talent is the key.
I agree with Noid, it's just luck. And Egghead's incredible mixing skills.
Be how it may, if it fits, it fits. Bring up the volume.
What about the bass? Do you have any ideas for that?
Yeah, I remember. You said it needs more bass.
You can't just leave it without a bass track.
Yeah, honestly, nothing springs to my mind right now, but I'll see if I can come up with a solution down the lane.
Yo, the warrior! The warrior of dance music!
Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't figure it out. I think the jam's already pretty ultra.
But it could be hyper hardcore!
Alright, goodbye, Egghead.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Oh, I need points in logic? Shit. About the church, I checked it out.
And? What happened?
I talked to the crab man.
Oh, man. Who is he? What did you think?
Seems okay. To be honest, very spiritual.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
He clearly enjoys the physical activity. Guy climbs like a freak.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
Yeah. Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
Of course he's a problem. He's a crab man.
So?
A crab man. Man.
I hear you, friend. What about it?
It's impossible to catch someone who climbs walls like a freaking spider crab.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
You're just gonna have to live with the crab man.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light. Yeah!
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
Actually, I want to talk about something else.
But do let us know if something changes in the church.
That's it for now.
Goodbye, officer. I see you're here again. Off.
Alright, look, I'm not doing this. I changed my mind. I don't like the fact that they're all gonna fuck with this church thing. Alright, so look, it's 10:50. Alright. 10:50 on day 5. We gotta do something here. There's multiple pieces of candy out here. Take it all. Take it all. Alright, let's see. Come on. There's more shit on the coast, but like, not really leading us anywhere in this case. This case I so desperately need to solve. Kim's the murderer. Or I'm the murderer.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
No, that's it. Wait a minute. Is there more shit with this? Hold on.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Alright, I want to cycle through some of her stuff just to see if there's anything in here interesting.
Of course. Anything to help. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad...
She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy to just say.
He asked me to deliver an envelope.
Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where did he have you deliver it?
Here.
Here? Oh no. What does that bloated hellbat want with my little cinderblock town? No, don't tell me. I don't want to know what he has in store for this place. Probably a statue. It's a statue, right?
Not really.
A giant statue of him. Or better yet, his twin brother. Practically the same thing, but makes him seem less like a psychopath.
He wants to build a youth center here for the children of Martinez.
A youth center with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it.
She looks down the jetty, remorsefully.
The humidity crawls under your skin. Your eyes track her gaze, past the net picker, toward the concrete square of the nameless village off the coast of Martinez.
Close your eyes.
The concrete plates cross to meet in an abstract shape. In them, small footprints, impressions left by rubber boots. Small rubber boots.
Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him.
What size boots do you wear, ma'am?
What? 35, I think. Why? I have mutant's feet. Very small.
You're quite fond of this village, aren't you?
I should be. In my youth, I had a brief dalliance here in Martinez. He was an older man with impossibly broad shoulders. He's probably dead by now. Even his shack is long gone. Not that it matters. These buildings are all carbon copies of one another.
You've been to Martinez before?
Yes, I was slumming it with some girlfriends of mine. We had boats and... Don't hold it against me. My paramour certainly did not.
Sounds like you missed those times.
Not overly so. It's not like this was the only place we visited. Me and my girlfriends from Azon with our shiny boats. Like reavers. We told ourselves we were the worst thing to happen to the coast since the Coalition landed in '08. Imagine.
She tosses her head. If you say so.
I'm over-radiated, Harry. I do silly things sometimes. Out of Pale-related illness. Like sail over here. The moral of the story is... do not spend 22 days a year in Pale transit. Don't waste your 20s slumming it with your stupid friends. And don't deliver Everard Clare's mail.
I feel personally insulted.
Are you satisfied, Detective? What else can you tell me about your mail delivery quest for Everard? Do you think it will improve the place?
She's pointing it quite hard in there. Feels like a knife. Below her hydrophobic raincoat, in the humidity between her skin and the neoprene, and on the silk scarf on her neck, a perfume. You have no other option but to say its name.
Num 12?
She smells the cold air, then withdraws her hand, slowly.
You would prefer something else? Not a youth center?
First, there won't be a youth center. Whatever he has told you, or the residents, there'll be something horrific, perhaps even worse than a statue. So, yes, I do.
Like what?
A fishery. I've been speaking with Lillian here. She gave me the idea. The infrastructure is all here, and with my connections, sadly, it's just one of the million things I'll never get round to. I just have to accept that I'll never be the rich candy girl who goes around solving people's problems with money.
So you're sad you can't buy the place.
Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective. I've always wanted a dilapidating fishing village.
I do.
Full of ghosts and ancient memories. Has this errand yielded you any information?
He asked me to open a door.
A referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that.
No, I mean like a real door to someone's house.
Oh my. A real door?
The lieutenant does not say anything, but you hear the nylon of his jacket rustle as he looks at you.
I scared this Gary for Mr. Clare. He got pretty scared.
My. What I'm hearing is you inspected a premises because you suspected that it was involved in the narcotics trade. And in the process, you turned up some information relevant to your investigation. Only from Everard, surprisingly.
Frankly, what was done was not pretty at all, but neither was it illegal, and it was not for nothing. I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
Fine. Everett says the Wild Pines sent mercenaries after the Union, and now one's dead.
Misinformation. This is all because we haven't shared information on the lynching yet. See? Already the adversary uses it to their advantage. Don't let him. Hurry up on that probe. The moment you tell me you're finished at the traffic jam, I will gladly tell you the company's side of the story.
That's all I've got to say.
Naturally, Detective. There are lighter topics to gossip about.
Man, this whole thing is a takeover.
A takeover?
Yeah, it's not a strike. You aren't being let in because there's nothing to negotiate. The Union is taking the terminal.
If they're taking it...
She looked toward the colorful mountain of crates, like toy blocks rising above Martinez.
Green livery, changing into red, blot by blot.
I need to know what's in that container.
Then we're talking about a war. Evrart needs to let me into the harbor at once. We need to talk about this.
He's ready for a war. They all are.
They most certainly are not. Crenell has 1,000 men on their payroll. The next batch will be a platoon of 20 men and a gunship.
I've seen the Union's forces. They are better organized than these mercenaries. They also have the support of the people of Revachol West. It will take more than Crenell to wipe them out. Wild Pines will need to send more and better equipped men. Make no mistake, man. I am sure you have the money. The question is, how many years and how many lives are you willing to sacrifice?
What do you suggest I do?
Ooh. I wish there was a disco option.
I'm afraid we won't disco our way out of this one.
Well, if not disco, then it's apocalypse o'clock. Time to commence the gloaming.
Maybe so, detective. But that doesn't mean we are not obliged to try and stop it.
He's right. There will be slow, simmering, hideous civil war. The beginnings of a failed state. No apocalyptic rapture. Just ugliness.
So what are you gonna do?
What will I do?
She says, slowly looking around.
Her arms fall to her sides. Her spine relaxes.
Did I ever tell you how they discovered this Isola? During our reality lowdown?
No, ma'am.
It may be the only break we've ever caught as a species. The last one for 400 years.
Why?
The nations who colonized this Isola called theirs Muindi, the world. It was all they knew. All they thought would be. That there would be something more was a gamble, akin to another world, or life after death. The Pale was thought to be impregnable, perpetual. Irene la Navigateur, the Queen of Suren, sent 8 expeditions, one after the other, into the mass at the edge of the world. 5 of the crews did not return. 2 did, but had lost their minds.
8? Is that a normal number?
It was anything but normal. There was no precedent. People thought she was punishing the admirals, or had gone mad, or both. Until after years of trial and error, and the development of a strict psychological regime imitating the creation process of poetry, the 8th expedition returned sane and intact. They told of a new continent of matter. They told the Queen and her counselor, Dolores Day, that the Pale had begun to condense, day after day, hour after hour, minute after minute, slowly raining down until it formed a vast ocean.
The air is cold and scented with petrichor.
Yep. Rain.
There are rain circles on water all around. Humidity crawls up your back like a piano trill.
Put your hand in the rain.
So does the lieutenant. His mouth is slightly open as he looks to the sky. The droplets feel warm, like spring rain.
This ocean?
The phenomenon has never again been encountered. For a time, the crew thought they were experiencing a hallucination. The mass hand proclaimed, "Lancielinde, Lancielinde," the signal to wake up. But they could not. They were sane and conscious, as islands began to appear on the horizon. There are 78,000 uninhabited islands in the Insulindian archipelago, officer. The freckled face of God. Après la vie, la mort. Après la mort, la vie encore. Après la mort, la grille. Après la grille, le monde encore. On the second day, a great skua was shot down above the flagship Lysergique. The bird was preserved and brought back, along with pollen.
Huh. She looks to the sky, then back at you.
4 years later, the Queen's Counsellor was proclaimed Her Innocence Dolores Day, the elected world spirit. The age of humanism, internationalism, and parliamentary rule followed. We were high.
It's raining.
It is. Soon it will be spring and everything will blossom.
The gangs will run wild, jacking motor carriages, ferrying amphetamines through Coal City. Spring is tough in Revachol.
And leaving us here?
On Caillou. The Pebble. The largest of the fertile, uninhabited islands of the northeast Insulindian archipelago. 4 centuries and 2 revolutions later.
The Great Skua was the first bird they saw?
The first living, autonomous organism. Proof of reality. It's the symbol of Insulinde, Detective. The coat of arms of the suzerain and the wings on the crest of the commune.
I seem to have it in for it. Or it for me. I broke one.
In your defense, it is a nasty creature who plucks food from the throats of lesser birds. Yet much like Revachol, it is also magnificent and rare. Imagine the suzerain of seagulls.
And this was the last break we got?
The nations of Mundi proceeded to discover 5 more Isolae. Or they discovered us. All in the rush of the great inter-Islary reconnection. But these others weren't uninhabited. We had to kill people there. Wipe out indigenous populations. Gunboat economies. Or they came to do the same for us. Or had done to each other. But here...
She spreads her arms.
There was no one but the Skua, the Liliat Sea, and the Blood Beach, and the River Esperance. It was the new world. The Mondials used it to amass the greatest concentration of wealth mankind has ever seen. Revachol, the suzerain.
Well done, suzerain.
But what was done exactly? Revolution, the rise and crash of capital, international intervention.
What will you do?
I will surrender Terminal B to the Union.
Is that within your means?
She puts her hand in the rain. She's silent for a second.
We will see.
Ma'am, this may well unravel property law this side of the river. If that occurs, we may never see the end of this kind of confrontation. The next time there will be 2 strikes, then 4, then 100.
What happens will happen.
She takes the end of her rain-slick hand and starts untying the knot.
The age of capital has only begun. I will talk to my employers in person. We will amputate and cauterize Martinez. If you handle the situation on the ground.
You're going now?
Yes, Mr. Clare has a 2-month head start. I can't let it grow any bigger. And I've exhausted all my options from here.
She generally avoids that term with her employers.
Forget about that. What was that about the age of capital only beginning? You need to talk politics with this lady.
Use vague rhetoric obsessed with its own legitimacy, like I do.
Harry, I will try keep the best interests of the Moralist International in mind during our talks.
Very good.
On the contrary, Detective. It's a real drag. Keep the peace, and I will keep my end of the bargain.
How far along is Cronell's investigation?
The confrontation is imminent. They have followed in your footsteps. As your investigation reaches a climax, so does theirs. They are your shadow. Arm yourselves. Armor yourselves.
I need more armor.
Protect their targets. Violence may be unavoidable, but we can limit the casualties.
When will they make their move? Where?
Soon. I do not know precisely. They have cut off all communication, you see. They know I've been feeding you information. One last thing, Lieutenant Dubois. I've given the matter much thought and come to this conclusion. You're not an amnesiac. You're insane.
Hey,
I
thanks.
know, because I too am insane. I just hide my illness better. And I'm rich.
Isn't everybody just a little insane?
No, detective. No one's as insane as you.
Don't worry, madame. I am very sane.
You're over-radiated?
I'm overexposed, baby. My travels take me through the Pale dozens of times a year. I've got the longing. And I've got it bad.
She points to her heart. How do you keep it together?
The same strict psychological regimen the 8th Admiral developed when he crossed the Pale and discovered this Isola. The Volta Domar. It's used by inter-Islary travelers and other troubled souls, even to this day.
You could use a little of it yourself.
Goodbye, nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp.
Watch out for yourselves. They will strike soon.
That's some progress.
The lieutenant watches her boat grow smaller on the bay, its white sails fluttering. Slowly, the sails turn grey-blue as more oxygen gets between you.
Well, that was fun. Alright, we're going to do a quick save and we're going to take a short break. Give me like 2 minutes. Be right back.